Hello, dear YouTube. So I want to record a video real quick about how to get over hardships, how to get over a breakup, and how to do it quickly and effectively. About half a year ago, I lost the love of my life. It broke me. It destroyed my confidence. It destroyed my love for life, my passion. I had no meaning. I had very difficult time getting out of bed. And there's a few things that I had to do in order to make life work. So buckle in. I'm gonna keep it a short bullet point list with a few stories and a few examples. And hopefully this will help you get through hardship. Now, it's not only a breakup, it could be the loss of a family member, it could be the loss of your freedom or a limb. It comes from grounding, from finding yourself, from finding what makes you happy, some new foundation to keep yourself strong. So the first thing that works really well is traveling. If you can change cities, if you can change apartments, if you can change just the environment that you're in, it really does a big job to help focus on something else. I would also recommend joining different activity groups. So a church group, a sport group, a writing club, an art club, a sewing club. For me personally, joining the sport team for my church really helped. I found that the experiences that the men shared with each other during intense training sessions was very helpful. And we were all going through something difficult at the time. So sharing and learning from each other was really incredible. It was really inspiring. It showed me that I'm not the only one suffering and going through something. And it really helped me to get grounded, to feel like I'm also a part of this human experience with other people. The next thing that really helps is if you find something that you love doing. So for me, it was changing jobs. I used to work in finance as a trader for 12 years, and I realized that I was kind of getting sick of it, that I didn't want to go through the hoops of looking for a new brokerage company. And so I changed into real estate. And so for the last year, I've been working in real estate for the last half a year, and it's really been inspiring. It's really been amazing. I thought that I wouldn't have purpose, and I found purpose in my job. And so I'm really glad that. And it wasn't all easy. It wasn't just, oh, I got a new job and now I'm happy. It was getting fired and changing one agency for another and changing one aspect of the real estate industry for another until I found something that really clicked, that really worked for me, that I was really good at. And I'm still to this day proving myself to the company, to my colleagues, that I really am good at what I do, that I really am a professional, that I really do know what this market looks like. The next thing that I want to recommend is to spend the time thanking and loving yourself. So you're here for a reason, you're here for a bigger purpose, and you got this far. And so there's obviously something that keeps track of you, that keeps an eye out for you. And these kind of ideas really help me to understand that that I'm lucky, that I'm blessed, that somebody is watching out for me. And so you can really also just remember that you got this far, for a reason, and that you can find deeper meaning in the life that you have already lived. The deeper meaning is in your successes in the past. The deeper meaning comes from the experiences that you already felt, the way that God already has helped you for getting where you are. And no matter where you are, no matter how old you are, you could be a young guy just struggling with the bumps of college, with the first love of your life, or you could be a person the senior citizen that is for the first time entering into the understanding that some options are now off the table, some dreams will not be achieved, and you're dealing with loneliness in the sense that your friends are gone, your kids are gone, your spouse is gone. And it's a difficulty that we all face. It's a hardship that we're all going to face sooner or later. These bodies that we have, the lives that we enjoy, everything's for lease, everything's for rent. We're gonna have to give it all back. Sooner or later, you have to give everything back. So the next, number 4 of what really helps to get over a difficult period is journaling. I do have to say that journaling in a notebook, journaling on your computer, journaling in general helps to really get your thoughts out and understand that what the feelings that you're going through are not as bad as they seem in your head. When you get it out on paper, when you start reading how you really feel, it just gets easier. It's easier to group your thoughts. It's easier to understand your thoughts. It's easier to work through emotion. All my fears, all of my pain, everything I've been getting out on paper. And honestly, it's not that much of paper. I thought I would write a book about how sad I was and about how unfair life is. It turned out to be a few journal entries. It turned out to be a few pages. Well, more than a few pages, because when you physically write things down, it just takes up a bit more space. But my journals on my computer are not much more than a few A4 pages. So try these things out today. It's a short list. I want to keep the video short, under 10 minutes. And when you do these things, you realize how easy and how fun life can be, and you just take it one step at a time. Thank you guys. I wish you good luck out there. You can solve any problem that you're having. You can live through it. You can work through it. And I'm gonna leave a small bonus as a tip, because we've all been doing it, but if you haven't been doing it, you can try. Definitely my number 1 suggestion would be to go ahead and use ChatGPT as your personal psychologist. This machine, this tool is really fine-tuned towards listening to you and helping you work through your stuff. So I would even sometimes take my journal entry and just upload it to ChatGPT and just say, what do you think? Or what can you suggest? And a lot of the times, the things that he would suggest would be very wholesome, it would be healing in a way. And so I would come out spending a few minutes talking to him. It would be like around 20 to 40 minutes that I would spend going back and forth with him. And then I'd get up and I'd have this feeling of, I learned something. I learned something about myself. It's easier for me to process my situation. My situation isn't outlandish or unique. It's part of the human experience. And the one thing I want to leave you guys with before we go, remember that all the hardships that you're facing, they will make you a stronger person. I also want to, it's hard for me to sit here with all my arms and legs and my head on my shoulders and to say that, oh yeah, even getting into a car accident is a learning experience. But this is a tool. This is a tool I'm giving you if you approach it as a learning experience, if you approach it with, ooh, and this is gonna sound awful, but with gratefulness, then you, first of all, you inevitably get stronger. All of these experiences make you stronger, make you better. But when you come out the other side, you will actually, in a way, be thankful for this experience and the way that it changed you. So just remember that all of the hardships that we face, you and I together, they're, in a sense, good for us, and they're leading us to realize some sort of hidden potential that we have inside of us. And just know that you can make it through. It does get easier, and you have to put yourself first, in the sense that you have to find what makes you happy. You have to find what makes you tick. You have to find what makes you want to live. So if you don't have a reason to live right now, I think a good reason to live would be to find a reason to live. I know it sounds so basic, but it got me through some very rough days. And I'm glad that I came out on the other side a better person, and that I can now share my experiences and share what worked the best to get you through this. You can do it. Good luck.